Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a chicken and broccoli pasta one skillet recipe. First we're going to need half an onion. Then we're going to chop some garlic. Next we're going to chop some fresh broccoli. Now we're going to set the broccoli to the side. I'm going to use that later. Next we're going to chop some mushrooms. Then finally we're going to slice the chicken in half, straight down the middle. Now what we're going to do is take that chicken, put some chicken powder on there, season it with a little black pepper, and some paprika. And then we're going to mix it really good. Now what I'm going to do is get my large cast iron skillet and pour some olive oil in there and let that heat up. You're going to let that chicken fry until it gets nice and brown on both sides. Now what I'm going to do is take my onion and garlic and put it in there with the chicken. Let it cook. Stir it up. And make sure it gets nice and brown. Once the chicken is nice and brown, we're going to take that out and let the meat rest. Now we're going to put our mushrooms in there, stir that in there. Let those cook down just a little bit. Now everything looks nice and brown. We're going to take it out the skillet and put that to the side. Now we're going to take some flour and put that in the skillet. Let that flour brown up. Now we're going to add some water and stir that in. Stir it in until you get all the lumps of the flour out. We're going to stir until they get nice and smooth like this. Next, I'm going to add some butter. Then I'm going to add some almond milk. And we're going to mix that really well. Melt the butter down in there. Kind of whisk it a little bit. We want to get all of that butter and flour, everything mixed in really good. No clumps. Now I'm going to add some fresh Parmesan cheese, fresh off the block. This cheese is really good. I get it from Trader Joe's. It's about $5. Well, actually, no, I take that back. They go by how much it weighs. But this one weighed about $5 worth. Now we're just going to mix that in well. Let that cheese melt down. Now I'm going to add some oregano. And just a little bit of seasoning salt. Then I'm going to add my mushroom, garlic, and onion back in. I'm going to mix that up well. Then I'm going to add my broccoli. Let the broccoli simmer down. Now, while we let that broccoli cook down, we're going to start with our pasta. I'm going to use panini. Panini pasta seems like it goes good with this dish. I'm going to boil that for about 15 minutes. We're not going to let it boil completely because once we put it into the Alfredo sauce, we're going to let it cook the rest of the way in the oven. So right now I'm going to add the pasta. It's all done. Add some black pepper. Well, actually, this is black peppercorn. It's much stronger and bolder. I shredded some of that cheese off camera, so we're going to add some of that in there. Now I'm going to add my chicken in. Make sure that you season your chicken really good, because throughout the whole video, I'm really not seasoning the pasta. I seasoned it with black pepper and a pinch of seasoning salt, because most of the seasoning is on the chicken, and it will season the rest of it. You don't want it to be too salty. I've actually made that mistake before. Then I'm going to add the rest of my Parmesan cheese to the top. And I'm going to set my oven for 400. And I'm going to cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once it's done, it should look like this. If you like this easy recipe, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.